Marcus Speaks. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Marcus Speaks. I'm your host, Marcus. And to get straight into it, I just want to say, if you have not yet received any of your stimulus tax money, don't worry, it's coming. A couple questions I want to go through from an article that I've read, and I know one of the key questions and one of the main concerns that everybody is asking is that, will I owe taxes on this money? You will not owe any taxes on this money of the stimulus money you receive. If you received any tax refund next year, it will not be reduced because of the money you get now. This is a complete free money situation to basically help you with any bills that you may have to pay, any financial things such as getting like food or paying for daycare or something if you are a person that is still working. And this is also money that you can basically probably which I think would be a good thing to do is you should really be taking some of that money and putting it into some type of a stock, because in the long run, if something like this happens again, maybe the second wave of the virus comes back, you can now have some sort of cushion that you can lean on to further, your savings, get your savings back in order, make sure you have a little bit of money in your bank account, and store some away for a rainy day. This is basically what this type of money is. It's like a rainy day type of situation, just in case something like this happens again to the American people and, stuff like that. So another question that this article also has written, which I'm pretty sure many of people have asked around this whole stimulus thing, is where can I go for help? So the IRS has a couple of web tools available if you want to update your information. To get my payment tool is the I think the website. Track the status of your payment and also enter your direct deposit information. This is make sure your payment gets to you as quickly as possible, because the first wave, I think, the first if not the second wave has happened. So next week, if you receive any money into whatever bank account that you had if you had your taxes, your tax refunds direct deposited into any account that you have, it's good to know that you should be checking that account every day just to see if you have gotten that money yet. So that's a key point there too. So another question of which this article has is that it says, why is my payment lowered? So it says that even after you receive your stimulus money, you may still have questions about the amount you receive. That happened to one reader who wrote in to say he received a smaller stimulus check than expected. He had turned in his 2019 tax return through the IRS website, told him it was still being processed. In the meantime, he received his stimulus money, which was presumably based on his 2018 return. Had the government used the 2019 income, he would have received a larger payment because his income was lower, he said. So, with that, I always file as soon as I get my W-2. I usually get my sister to file it I'll let her know because she knows what she's doing when it comes to taxes. But you should be trying to file your tax returns as quickly as possible, because it doesn't hold you up. I think personally preparation is a good thing that you should be doing before you get your W-2. And you should already know what things that you have to get in line. If you own a business, if you own a house, if you bought a car or something like that before the year ended, you should have all of these documents and receipts in order, so when you do get your W-2, let's say that you have a job or something, along with having these businesses and houses and stuff like that, get all of that stuff in order and then file. And then when you file, then you shouldn't have any worries, because if you have everything in order and everything is in place, everything's paid down where you can receive this stimulus, then you should have no problem. So another question that I want to go over is when will I get paid? The latest government guidance addresses when people will get their money based on their circumstances. So as we all know, that if you owe child support, you will not be receiving your stimulus check. That money will be going to your child's mother to help out with your child. So anybody that does owe any child support, you should be thinking in the long run how you can try to make extra payments and stuff like that, so you can get your payment history of your child support down. So also it says that it includes if you filed your tax, filed your taxes including direct deposit information. It also stipulates when you will get your money if you are a Social Security beneficiary. So basically, if you have a mother or a father or a grandmother or something like that that puts you as a beneficiary on their Social Security checks if they go away and stuff like that. So also with that, with what I just said, you should have everything in order before filing your taxes, because they're going off of this year's tax return. You don't want to be like the guy that they had to go off of his 2018 tax returns, and now he's fucked when it comes to him getting his money. So some other things to cover is when is all of this gonna be over? When is the quarantine gonna be over? So I saw on CNN that they said that by the beginning of May, end of April, beginning of May, President Trump said that he will let each state determine when they should open. So basically, he's putting it in the state governor's hands and the state representative hands to, make their own timeline of when, they want to open up. So that also includes when everything does open back up. If you owe a payment to the DMV, a ticket or something like that, they're actually only giving you 30 days to get that paid. Me personally, I have to renew my sticker on my driver's well, not on my driver's license, but on my license plate. I have to get that renewed within that 30-day period. Hopefully I'm in the state opens back up so I can get that paid immediately, because as of now it's overdue. So if we didn't have a quarantine, this whole like my car would either be impounded or I wouldn't be able to drive on the street. So again, with the whole coronavirus and stuff like that, they basically had us quarantine ourselves so we would stop the spread. So some scientists are thinking that when like the fall and winter months come back, that we may see the second wave, because off of their data that it's the virus isn't that acceptable to warm temperatures and stuff like that. So what we should be thinking about is when the states open back up, when the government opens back up, should we be prepared for a second wave of this? Because the cure, or not the cure, but the vaccine won't be finished within the next 12 to 18 months. Some say that that there is a cure now, or a vaccine now, that some lab had made within 3 hours or whatever, but we don't know this yet. If they did make it, then they're probably making enough to where they can, they have to do a head count, and they have to figure out how many people, how many states and how many people that they have to vaccinate. But I want to put a full disclosure on this. If you feel like that you should have the vaccine, take it. If you don't feel like you should have the vaccine, try and figure out some type of law or something, or some type of right that you have to where you don't have to be vaccinated at all. That's what I really feel like, that if you feel strongly about not being vaccinated, not putting anything inside your body that you have no idea what it does other than cure you of some sort of new virus that we have, I suggest you to read some sort of law book to see, or some type of rights somewhere within your state, to see if you can not get vaccinated. So within closing of this, don't worry, your money will come to you if you have not yet received your money. So please check your bank accounts as frequent as possible, and make sure you get in contact with the IRS or some type of financial institutions that may know the status of your check. So just be well-minded to know that your check's good. So that's all I have for you guys today. And please go to any of my social medias if you want to get in contact with me. I can help out with you getting some sort of information, some sort of back information of what you may not know, and I'll get you from there. So if you're a newcomer to this channel, please like, comment, and share this video. Don't be afraid to subscribe too. If you're already a part of the channel, please share the video content on this channel. If you want to know any of my social media information, I'll show them on the screen right now. You know my motto, I'm trying to save one relationship at a time and one mind at a time.